I want to do this shit. I'm like fucking like yeah. I've been kind of low key obsessing about it and shit the last couple days. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Connect. Hold the button in the back of the charging
Look
case.
what I found in the golf bag though.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
No idea these was were in here.
Are those like reprints?
I don't know, fool. These shit's probably been in here for a long time.
What the fuck? You just found that was a fucking what a Ghost Rider and X Men? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, take pictures and send it to me. I want to see what they are. There's so
Right.
much there on the screen.
Hey, hell yeah! All right, I got them back connected.
Nice. All right. We're live. I forgot to say
Big
that. I
golf
forgot to
guy.
say
Big
we're
golf.
live.
Oh no, wait! I was over here pairing my AirPods again.
I'm over here playing
Oh
Tetris.
my god, Eddie's in here just to be like, "Oh my god, we won! It wasn't even because of me, because I'm fat, but I got good players." Fuck
God
it."
damn.
Puta loco.
Fuck. God.
Hey, andas
damn.
enojado, loco.
Hey, dog, you a little bitter? You good?
I'm a little sore, baby.
Jesus.
What up, Chris Jeezy? I can see your comments are as shit as your referee. What's
Ese
good,
mi
my guy?
árbitro. Ese mi árbitro.
Eddie, I don't condone any body shaming unless you're professional in the MLS or a professional soccer player in general. Other than that, body shaming is not good. It's not cool. That's bad.
Hey,
Say no to
Eddie,
bullying. You didn't know
Eddie.
bullying.
Eddie, how does it feel like, champ? How does it feel like, champ?
Fuck your shit, baby. Hey, did you guys go live on Sunday after the thing?
I think
Nah.
they went live for the. Nah, there was no pot.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, they said they were celebrating.
as they should.
Yeah, that's the only championship Eddie's ever gonna win since he can't win one with Familia, dog.
They always choke in the end, no?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I remember it.
Damn, y'all can't just congratulate the man on his birthday?
I mean, we did, but then
I mean, I
we
did
but
already.
we told the
Yeah, I
truth.
did already. Yeah.
Can y'all let him live?
We did it on socials, but not because we wanted to.
Yeah, that was just one of those things that you just have to.
Fucking assholes.
They lucky they didn't play us.
Hey, straight up though, like I was pretty surprised by you guys. I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. I was. Y'all played a lot of fucking minutes, Angel and George. I ain't even, and this is no hate. Like I was surprised like how much you guys actually fucking like played. Like I was trying to get Angel some minutes. He was mad at me. I was trying to give him some rest and shit. He was
Fuck,
looking
I
at me
want no
crazy. Fool, I can see it in your face. That's what you mean. I know you didn't want it. Your legs wanted it. Your face wanted it. So I had to give you a rest. You're looking like you're looking pick like Rooney, dog. I was like, all right, yeah, he needs a breather, dog.
That's what you coached on. I'm not.
But hey, good shit though. I was really
Yeah, appreciate
impressed, yo. I was like, hey, yeah, y'all in shape. I get it, right? But like, just
Hell no, I'm not.
I'm not in shape anymore, bro. But I am looking hyped to get back in shape.
Have you seen what I look like? Y'all in shape to me, all right? Y'all in shape to me. Y'all got goals, I get it, but y'all in shape to me, all right? With that being said, like, this is a whole day thing. Like, when's the last time y'all did a whole day thing? Like, I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll go in detail.
We'll talk about it. We'll get on. We'll talk about it. Right
amazing. I was bugging the fuck out. We all did Korean barbecue too, huh?
Yeah, we did. Oh man,
Well, it wasn't Korean barbecue.
Well, it's some other type of shit.
It's just
that
Korean
shit's fire,
food,
bro.
like traditional Korean food.
Oi, traditional,
It's because you know.
Yeah,
when you
we're
watch
cultured,
the
bitch.
when you watch the Gentleman's League, you know, you pick a little Korean. You know, you start scouting in Korea, dog. You know, you eat you eat what the Koreans eat, bro. So I mean,
you're local.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like
That's up. We'll get going here in 2 minutes. Chat, what up? Hit the like button. Where's Glenn at, dog? I'm gonna fire him, dog. I swear to God. He's off the payroll, bro.
He's still fighting in Twitter.
He's still fighting.
Yeah, he's still. But he doesn't know that everything's cool now.
Come back, Glenn. It's over. Come back to this. Gardena has the best.
Everyone's cool now.
Yo, no lie, like Damasi busting some fire shit. Both Japanese and Korean.
So, yeah,
Gardena does have good.
Yeah,
Gardena does.
I want to go back. That shit's fire.
Come back, baby.
Everything Masa said, but Masa's fat, bro. So I expected it to be good.
Yeah, this is 100% fact.
Hey, the meme of the year. Hey, the meme of the year just stepped into the chat, boys. Shout out Manny.
What you mean? Hey. That's a moment, baby. He had a moment. He had a real moment going on.
It's a moment of greatness, boys.
Manny, what the fuck? Nah, that was it. I lost my shit and I heard that the first. I didn't forget everything else that came along though, but just Manny, what the fuck? Yeah, that did it for me, dog. That was amazing. I fucking yeah.
I've never seen someone fall in slow motion so fast.
Bro. I don't know.
Low key,
He was able to fall in
when
slow mo so
Lisa-
fast.
when Lisa told me that Erica posted that somebody like fell and it was bullshit, or I forgot what she said. Basically, on some Neymar shit, right? I'm like, oh, let me go see who this dumbass is, and then I see it and it's fucking Manny, dog, and fuck. I'm like, puta, yo lo conozco, qué vergüenza, qué vergüenza, yo lo conozco.
My man set the whole tournament up just to become the tournament, dog.
Oh,
Damn.
the guy here, the moment going on. I fucked
Hey,
him.
Manny, shout out to you, dog.
Shout out
No,
to
it
you.
was dope.
We're gonna give
that
you a
was
roses or not too. We're gonna plan on you.
Yeah,
Sure, but we're gonna give you a
Yeah,
roses in a minute
shit.
too, baby. You deserve it for shit. All right, man, hit the like button. Let's hit this fucking intro. Let's get going. Oh, I can figure where the buttons are at. Hold on.
Hot up.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening. What? Oh, Tetris. This was playing Tetris. Yeah. I'm mad at that. Dog. I play. That's my go-to. I love that game. The new Tetris effects, fucking amazing. Good evening. Here, let me start. Let me start by saying shout out Masa and Angel, because I didn't want to put on a show tonight. Right? I'll be a buck with you guys. I haven't watched the game. I watched the goals. I watched both goals in real time, so I figured I didn't have to watch the game. So I didn't do my homework, and I was down when I put on a show on. But the boys want to do it, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm down." But with that being said, I'm gonna give the reins over to Masa. Masa's your host for tonight. What up, Papa? Roller coaster, baby. It was roller coaster and shit. No. Nope. You're my host, baby. You tell me I need to shut the fuck up. Oh yeah. I ain't never played football game in my life though. I should.
Good, y'all.
Play some games.
No, shit. Hold back. No, wait. You're right. All right. From now on, I won't smoke until we start the show, and then I'll smoke.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So y'all weren't hearing them at all, huh? That is hilarious.
Dog, this with Rudy, when he's not the host, he sabages it just so it could be a little worse.
No.
Nah.
It ain't even like that. I fucked up. I beat you on the intro.
It's sorry. It's perfect because I just lost in Tetris, and now I'm focused, guys. I'm back. What's up?
Let's get it.
So now that's the second time we're saying it again.
Yeah. Now
Good evening.
I'm backing up. Mazza, your host. Running again, myself.
Good evening, guys. So we're gonna start where we left off when you guys couldn't hear us. So on Sunday we had a community cup hosted by Galaxy Outlaws. Shout out to Manny. Dope ass event. Supporter groups and a bunch of other pods came together, made their teams, 9v9 or 9 teams. I mean 9-player teams. 12 teams, 9-player teams, allegedly. I can't confirm or deny. I might have had like 15 motherfuckers on my squad. But it was a good weekend, man.
Mixtape coming soon, baby.
I just want to know how you guys lived that tournament. I'm gonna start with Rudy just because he gave me one game.
Yeah.
Called it quits.
Oh yeah.
Rudy, how you feeling, baby? Why'd you call it quits?
I can't put that, dog.
Why,
I swear to
dog?
God, I can't do futsal, dog. Because futsal, like,
It's not even futsal, dog. It's just indoor, but whatever.
oh, sure. Whatever rules we're playing by, I can't play with those rules. Dog.
Manny's rules. That motherfucker made up the rules.
I mean, they're solid rules though. I
don't
like
know.
the rules.
I get it. But as a keeper, like you're not a player, right? You're just a keeper. And I don't know how to play like that because I can't. Like I literally couldn't get out the box. Like I was making arguments like, oh, but my hands are in the box, and they're like, yeah, but your feet out, and I'm like, I can't step out, and they're like, no, and I was like, oh, and that shit, I got checked every single time I did that. Shit, ball bounces back too. That fucked me up. Because the balls, like when they go that way, they come back.
That's because you were high, dog, and I think it was just doosh. For
No, I
you.
wasn't high in the morning. I wasn't high for the first game. I was high after that for sure the whole time.
Oh, okay. Right,
but I wasn't high for that game. I was like, all right, I'm done. No, and then fucking and then the worst thing of all is like, Chapin scores 4 on me, dog.
Chapin scored 4 on you?
Yeah.
He countered them, dog. Listen, every time I saw him for the rest of the day, he said, "Te metí cuatro," and I was like, oh, I believe it. I believe it. I got 6 on me. No, he's going for me, and I was like, yeah, like I'm good. We talked about it. We talked about it last week, right? And he
hey,
said,
but
like,
we fucked them though.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got
all
you,
that
dog.
Shit.
All that.
fucking-
Yeah,
all
me
that practice-
sound like Galaxy, dog. Sound like
fuck
Galaxy.
that. All
dog. I
that
ain't
practice,
gonna-
like
I got
everybody.
you.
I want to meet you guys on Tuesday so we could practice as a team. We didn't even know the people on our team, and we fucked you up.
Bye.
Hey, but we didn't win though.
I wasn't talking shit, bro. I wasn't gonna. I was giving him his props. He scored 4 on me, and I was like, all right, I'm done, right? Like I'm good with it.
Nah, but back you up, dog. The fuck?
I appreciate you. Y'all
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
My goalie.
I wasn't ready for that
My
shit.
goalie.
Run that shit back, dog. Whoop
I
you
was
and your
ready for that
busted ass homie's fucking foot again. What's up?
I mean, allegedly that's the game where Manny first tweaked his ankle, right? Allegedly, I didn't see.
So
it. I didn't see anything.
so
Pero
that
que lo tocó,
fool,
lo que quieres saber yo.
Blueberries did his
Bajas.
job.
Nah, but that shit was dope. I get it.
Yeah,
That shit was dope. Like the fields are dope. You know what I mean? The little fields are dope. Like just like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Les
well
Rules,
done.
Little Cascaritas there. Like that shit must be fucking amazing. Like that seems like a lot of fun and shit. You know what I mean? But the vibe, like you know what I mean? Like we got the earliest shit, right? Because we had the first. Well, I don't know earliest shit. I got the 5 minutes before the game started. But earliest shit. You know what I mean? And then DJ A Dog was fucking setting up, and then like 15 minutes later it was a party and shit. You know what I mean? Like music started bumping, and like yeah, it was dope, man. The whole time it was dope. The game I played, I thought it was dope. And then like just living it the way I did, just fucking around with the team and just bouncing around the courts, saying what's up to everybody. Yo, that shit was dope as fuck. I was really skeptical about getting up early to go actually do stuff in the real world and like work out and shit like that. I was skeptical as fuck. I'm super glad that I got up and we did that shit. Big shout out to Manny. I listen, you are my favorite meme. But you're also fucking real dope for putting on the event. Thanks for all the hard work, y'all.
Yeah, keep practicing too. Maybe next time. Mm-hmm.
For chill, he's injured, dog.
Hey,
Manny, I got a real quick, man. Sorry to interrupt. I got a couple beers right there, so you could get swollen, match your ankle real quick. How about you, Angel? How you feeling, baby?
Man, well, what you guys said. So, you know, from early on, you guys know we were on I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make it. It kind of depended on Eli, but Eli's team got eliminated in the quarterfinals. You know, just like we do. So same shit, bro. Eli's team must be the same thing, dog. Same thing. But point is, they ended up not playing on Sunday, so we were able to show up Sunday morning. I don't know what to expect. You know, I thought it was gonna be weak. I didn't think the teams were gonna be strong. I figured just be like, you know, everyone just kind of show up, just play, have fun. Like, nah, man. From the very first game, listen, I know I'm talking some mad shit right now on the Outlaws and everything, but I'm not gonna lie. Early on, I underestimated everybody. I'm like, and obviously, Galaxian's game proved it. I was still underestimating people just because you know, just because of the places we played. A lot of us, you know, we played at a high level and shit like that, thinking we're hot shit, right? So I'm, you know, we're gonna fucking smack on everybody left and right. Oh man! Early on, we go down 1-2-3-0 to the Outlaws. We're like, what the fuck is going on over here?
Yes. Yes.
So we're like, oh. So in that moment, I realized, yo, this is not gonna be a cakewalk. And listen, it's not a secret. I'm not as in shape as I used to be. I kind of with Eli shit going on with work, everything's just been kind of. I don't have time to work as much as I used to. So at some point I realized I'm gonna be tired at the end of this, and I get it to the.
No, come back.
Who was that, Angel?
Damn, of course it had to be Angel.
Listen, I'm gonna just add one thing to what Angel said. So when we actually get in,
And
like,
it was good, man.
Angel, you're coming in and out, baby.
Can you hear me now?
We lost you. We
I
lost, you
hear
said,
you.
I'll tell you about that at the end when we are talking about like how tired you were or whatever. That's when we lost you and you got frozen. So if you could,
Oh yeah, well no, what I was saying at the end is like George, tell you, before that quarterfinal game, I was like, yo, low key, I hope we get eliminated because I don't know if I can keep going. Like I was dying, I was just dying. Plus, the Charlie horse in the game against the Galaxians in the first half, like my leg was just dead, and I had to push through. But point is, that very first game, I'm like, yo, this is not gonna be a cakewalk. It's not gonna be as easy as I thought it was gonna be. And then on top of that, most of us, well, we've known each other, but we haven't played together in a long ass time. I haven't played with some of the people in the field, so I don't know their tendencies and shit like that. I'm hearing that some teams, spend 3-4 weeks practicing and they still suck ass. So there's gonna be a little bit. I still gonna have a little bit to catch up on. But once I got into rhythm, once I started playing, I got back into it a little bit, and I think all of us just started gelling, and it kind of all got better, right? But the point of it is like it was dope that everybody really tried, right? They tried to build a team and actually compete, right? Not just to be like, oh, we're just gonna go have fun. Like, no, everyone showed up to compete, except for ACB though. I don't know, man. They look kind of weak, but I'm not saying it's us that they needed us, but listen, ACB was looking whack, but that's a different story. I didn't get to scope out the other guys. Galaxians I did watch. Galaxians. 1-2 threads. I did get to catch them. They were looking solid. I didn't get a chance to see the other Outlaws team out there. It was an Ace, I think it was. I didn't get a chance to really see Lars, so I can't really speak on those guys. But obviously we got to see LA's our house because they spanked us in quarterfinals, by 1 goal. So even though they were using cachirulos, but even though they did cachirulos, but it is what it is. That shit, it is what it is.
Many put all the podcasts in one bracket though. He rigged that shit. You know what I mean?
He rigged that shit, huh? Yeah. He set up against it. You're right. No, but the point of it is that what I really liked about it most is that everyone seemed to, MBS aside and jokes aside, everyone kind of tried. They tried to put a team out there to compete.
Like,
and that's
custom jerseys out there. Like,
that shit was dope. Yeah,
everybody had a custom jersey.
Yeah,
like, they really took it
we're the only dumbasses just wearing fucking Pirelli because we can, coordinate and do something dope. But point is, that's my point. Like that shit was dope because everyone was competing. There was no game that to me looked fucking weak or so. I mean, the FO's team I heard was pretty solid. I was hoping to get to play against them. I really wanted to play Nags, spank Eddie a little bit, but he got lucky. He didn't go down that way.
Man, you gotta
but
the champs.
Yeah. But again, point is it was dope because everybody put a team out there to compete. And that to me was the best part about it because I was going out there to have some fun, but at some point it got the competitive nature out of me. The games got intense. I mean, 100%. Apart from the dope thing is that after the game, everyone was just kind of cool talking and just chill. But during the games, it's a different story, man. Everybody want to compete, everybody wanted to win, and I love playing like that. I don't like playing
shit, and I wasn't even.
Yeah,
playing.
Fuck yeah, me too, bro. Fucking talking a lot of shit.
I was like, hey man, you're a little bitch. Get your ass up,
of shit, bro. Yeah, I mean, you name it,
girls,
But
the girls were saying something to terms of like, oh, why they're going so hard? It's a friendly thing. I said, no, they're playing. It's friendly, but they're playing right now. Like they're actually playing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's like, what it is. You know what I mean?
It's competition. Like, some of us just wired, and it's not just us, right? Like, obviously, people were, and it's not just us. It was the people we were playing against. They had that same competitive nature, that's a competitive drive, which is what made all these games intense and a lot of fun. So, to me, that shit was tight. I can't wait to run it back. I was telling you guys before this that because of that, I want to get back into shape. So next time around, I'm a little bit early ready to roll. But apart from that, bro, that shit was dope. Yeah, George, it was dope.
What's up, baby? This motherfucker took up the whole pot already.
Hey, I was excited. I hadn't seen you guys in forever.
Yeah,
it was dope,
bro.
bro.
Was fun.
I was
with you, baby. I know you were hurting bad yesterday, George. You played probably with Angel the most minutes for our team. So how you feeling, baby?
I'm still sore. It was fucking dope to see everybody going around, seeing everybody. Just to echo what you guys said, seeing everybody compete. I think it kind of took us off guard too. We saw Manny and Chapin on the other side of the field. We're like, all right, for sure, we're just gonna play a little bit, and they took it serious. And then we decided to play a little bit harder, and then we ended up beating them. So yeah, it was dope. It was a shout out to Manny and Outlaws for putting on a fucking amazing event. That shit was fun, but I don't know what the fuck we're thinking of playing 4 to 6 games in one day. I don't know who we think we are. I don't know what we're thinking, but
Yo,
Hey, and with 9-man roster, like if someone gets hurt,
yo,
oh man,
listen, 15 minutes into the first, no, 10 minutes into the first game, my body was shocked. Like, hey, yo, what are you doing right now? Hey, hey, you got 2 minutes to sub yourself out, or you're dying on the field. Pick one. And then once I got out, and then I got my second win, then I was good to go for the rest of the tournament. But it was that first 10 minutes, my body was like, hey, my man, we about to go for these 4 or 5 games, and you haven't practiced like this. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
trying to give you. I gave both you and Angel the flowers because I was bugging the fuck out. Like, yo, these people are like they're still playing. You know what I mean? Like it's been like the last game. I was like the last game versus LA's at our house. That game probably was like one of the most intense ones because they
And
got,
that was
they
the
got
last
early,
one, dog.
They got back. Yeah, right. And we ended up with like you and Angel, Rigo and Eric, right? And I think
Yeah.
because you guys had like you and Angel play together and Rigo and Eric play together. So like at least I got 2 pairs that will fucking link up and shit, right? But I was fucking scared because Angel, I thought Angel was gonna die. You were pale as fuck. And I was like, oh, like GG's. I'm killing my friends right now, but we're in it. We're in it right now, so I can't take them out.
But we're about to win, though. So.
You know, like what am I doing here? Like fuck it, GG's. That show was dope though, man. Shout out to you guys. Crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you, Manny. Shout out Outlaws, everybody who participated. The show was super dope. Let's move on to some.
Hey, hold on. Shout out Cousin Phil too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out
shout out
Cousin
to-
Phil too, dog.
shout out to everybody who
can't
played for
walk
our
out.
team, bro.
Yeah. Blueberry.
So
Leo,
Blue, I'm gonna shout out Blueberries the most because my man started playing like maybe a year ago, and I had to dip out for a little bit. But I heard he scored 2 bangers.
Yo,
Dog,
son.
dog,
Yo,
dog.
I gotta talk about this. I
Dog,
gotta talk
you
about
the greatest.
Dog.
Yeah, talk about this.
He scored some shit with no angle, dog. I had no idea what the fuck he was gonna do, right? But it's Derek, so I was like, do it, right? Like, dog, no angle. It's second ball, and like banger, right? Dope. Next play for he gets a pass, and he could have done anything he wanted, but he put it dead on the corner. He placed that shit with the most deft touch for it, and I was like, yo, I went wild.
in a
fucking
tight
thing. I was
angle
like,
too,
yo,
dog.
like,
I was in the field like
fucking the fuck out, yo. I was MVP chance across the fucking cage. That shit was fucking tight, yo.
It's the mullet, baby, mullet
Big old
power.
smile with the mullet, dog. Yo, shout out Blueberries, yo. I was happy. I was happy
Yeah,
with
that
him.
shit-
I was like mad happy.
yeah.
Son. That was amazing.
That
Shout out to
was
him.
low key my highlight of the tournament.
yeah,
Like,
hype
hyping him
as
up and
fuck.
everything. That shit was
dope.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that shit was fun shit. That shit was amazing. I
Oh,
loved it.
and also we're the only podcast that actually had all 4 participate, or all members participate. Everybody else me la pelan.
And the only reason I actually committed to that shit is because I thought I was gonna be the only one there. Because all you guys had family arrangements and shit. Like,
yeah,
like I'm not talking. Like, yeah, I wasn't digging, but I figured I was gonna be like, there's gonna be one member at least representing us and shit. Ended up all 4 of us being there, and that's the first time in a long time that we hang out like,
We're out
in
together,
person and
yeah.
shit. So that show was dope as fuck. Shout out Ben here. Shout
Yeah,
out,
yeah, for real.
Yeah. Shout out to Fail too. Last minute signing. But with that,
Hey,
let's move on.
High
baby.
key, dope ass keeper though. Dope.
I'm
Yeah.
saying,
I was like,
Hey.
I was like,
I'm
Hey.
saying.
I was like, oh, okay, there's something here.
I went to get my
Okay.
shit right because I was like, I don't want because the fellow to feel like we're doing him dirty and he has to be on goal and shit, right? So I went to get my shit, and as I was going to get my bag, that fool did 2 blocks, and I was like, nah, like he, like cool, I'm gonna leave my shit there. Like he got it, like
Hey, without talking about it, I didn't know that we didn't have a goalie until he was like, nah, fuck it, I got it. And I looked and I'm like, wait, what?
Oh yeah,
And
I
he's
had
like,
no
I
idea
got
either.
it.
Yeah,
Sick ass food, dog. Shout out,
Yeah.
Fail, dog.
yeah, shout out to the fellow.
That's it. We're done.
Also,
We're done here.
Yeah, no, next title doesn't really count. It's like asterisk because it wasn't really all the members there, so that's a different story.
Nah, shout out Nag, shout out
Yeah,
Chan.
shout out Nag boys.
Yeah.
Shout out
Me la
Nag boys.
pelan
Pop
también.
BFS. Shout out to y'all. All right,
Yeah, that's true.
Mas, take it away, Joe.
with the moving on. I don't know how you guys feel about it. It sucks to see, but to me, it doesn't really affect how we're doing this season. Chicharito out for the season.
Mm.
Thoughts on that, boys? It's
Here, let me start off by
Yes.
we talk a lot of shit, but don't let that shit fool you that we want someone to potentially get hurt and career ending shit, potential career ending potentials.
Yeah.
We talk a lot of shit. but we personally me, I'll speak for me and maybe some of you here. Like we never want some shit like that to happen. He wasn't playing his greatest. We'll see how it. I haven't really heard other podcasts or read much up into it, but we'll see what his. So they confirmed it's a torn ACL grade 3, I believe.
Yes,
So we'll see.
that's a complete tear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
complete tear. That's like one of the worst. That shit's a lot of players have not came back from that. A lot of players have taken more
lot of
than a year
younger
to come back from it. Younger players have taken more than a year to come back from that. Uh, it's gonna take a lot personally for him. Whatever he does, I hope he gets back and gets another year in his career. Hopefully not with us. But I mean, yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, hopefully not with us. But I feel we wish him nothing but the best. But at the same time, it opens up a spot,
Angel,
which is huge.
Angel, I want to
George,
hear Angel's
speak.
thoughts because when he goes down, Angel's like, "Oh, this was being a bitch," and I was like, "Nah,
Well,
bro,
he's
that
a
shit was
dumbass.
serious."
No,
I
but
was
he's a
like,
dumbass. He fucked himself up. And why did that happen? The extended touch, because why? He can't control a fucking ball. That's been a problem as of late. Heavy ass touch. He reaches for that ball. The way he sets himself up, he's hyperextending his legs in general. So already as it is, when he's planting, his legs are gonna be weak, which is why that awkward touch set him up for failure. He fucked himself up for being a dumbass. That's the reality, right? Gets a better touch on that, or lets the ball go through to a boy. Was it Boyd? I think was inside. We're talking about a different story, but I get it. I talk a lot of shit. Of course, I was pissed because realistically, I'm looking at that. He fucked himself up. Bad touch. Set himself up bad. But I also don't want motherfucker's career to end like that. At least not with us. Like, I mean, I don't want anyone's career to end like that. Fuck that. Just damn, bro. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. I don't know what to say apart from it's fucked up because for as much of I've never been a fan of his, and that's never been a secret. Fuck Chewy for that. It's the fact, bro. But damn, I don't want anyone to go out like that. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, you never know. Maybe the second half of the season caught fire and it's a different story. Like, there's still always hope with Chicharo. That's the fact. But
Yep.
you don't want a motherfucker to go out like that. Especially someone's been showing face for us. I mean, I backed them up. Was it 2-3 pods ago? Saying, I get it. I give him a lot of shit for being ass on the field, but this motherfucker's the only one showing face for the squad.
Yeah. Rudy,
The only
thoughts
one.
on
So
Cheech?
that part, right? Like, he's been ass. He's been nothing but ass, right, this season. But he's the only one that's short face, right? He's the only one. Like, listen, Angel, you're 100 right. Bad touches the whole season too, right? But like, I at least acknowledge that and tip my hat to that because that motherfucker never stops wanting the ball, never stops trying the ball, right? Like, so he always brought that. He's been ass. So like, it's not. I don't think we'll miss him. There is a little bit of that, right? Because you see him go down, and the way he goes down is he falls like a chair, dog. Like, what I mean, like, when he goes down, I'm like, yo, that's it. Like, something like that's real. You know what I mean? So it sucks the way he goes out. I don't think the team necessarily is gonna be. It doesn't have a huge impact right now. Presence maybe, but like on field shit, not really, because he hasn't really done much, right? It opens up room for Jovelik and Judd. Listen, I don't know how. I haven't heard Cog, so if he put out stuff on how this works, and if we get rid of the contract and bring somebody in, um, again, like, he wasn't carrying weight, so that could be a good look for us to get somebody else, right? Fuck the emotions. I understand Cheech is a person, and I hope he does well, but like as a team, we need something, right? And if
Yeah.
this is a mechanism that we could get something in, sucks that it happened. If we could figure this out and profit from it, I'm not necessarily mad. Sorry for being an asshole.
So, Masa, let me ask you a question because you know more about the rules, I think, than any of us, or at least more than me. I'm still confused to this day how anything works on the MLS.
Yeah.
What's the deal here then? Can we acquire another player despite the suspension for
You
the summer window?
technically yes, because but you have to place Chicha in the season-ending list prior to
Which is gonna
the
happen.
window opening. Has to, right? Unless they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna run the season without Cheech, without a DP.
Come.
I mean, hey, bro,
like,
it's
even
the
if they don't
Galaxy.
You
use
You
think
it,
that
never
just
know.
happened?
opening it up, right? Even if they don't use it, just
Yeah.
opening it up, right? Like, just in case.
So, I believe the
You know?
rule is you could bring in a DP within the league with that same international spot, and he has to make the equal amount that Chicharito makes,
yeah.
and since Chicharito's wage bill is so high, you can possibly bring in someone dope.
for half season, right? Because we'll pay
Or
the wages for he'll only have to
I
pay the
mean,
wage for half.
contract's over at the end of the year. So I mean, if you
Exactly.
want to fucking sign a DP long term, you can, which I don't think is a good idea. I think you bring in someone to finish out the season.
But what I'm saying, like if you find something like with Pooch, right, where you could bring somebody of that caliber, and you know what I mean, like you have a cap right now because of the mechanism you're talking about. Like I would bring somebody in that with that kind of caliber for teacher money, and then like sign them for the rest. Like, or you have the ability to sign them then for more of the year
Yeah.
after that. Is what I'm trying to say. Again, see, like, fuck the emotion part about it because I feel bad for Cheech, but like this could work out for the G's if we end up doing that, going that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So here's a question for you guys. Interesting one to add on to this, as we're already on the subject. Would you guys bring in a striker, a direct replacement for Cheech, or are you bring in another winger, knowing that
Striker.
is there, but
Striker.
he hasn't been putting up numbers either?
Striker.
That's the real question.
I answered it in faster than Google answers your questions. I answered the question. Striker.
I don't agree with you though.
I don't agree either. And I've
we're
seen
hoping
this.
on Joveljic to turn it around.
It's not even that. Joveljic just scored goals. Judd shown signs. My biggest thing is that we're not creative. Whether it's been Chicharo, whether it's been Judd, whether it's been Dejan, we're not creating enough opportunities. We are very stagnant.
Well, we're
in the
being
attack.
fair. Chicha has missed opportunities. The opportunities have been there for
But
him.
even then,
They've been
no, they
missed.
have not. No, they have not. This
no,
isn't-
they have.
it has not been.
No,
No, I don't
they
think so.
have-
I don't
they
think
have
it's
missed
been
it
clear.
clear.
That can press the job.
I don't think that's super clear. But look.
I don't know if I agree with you guys or not, but
to Angel's point, like the person who's put in the best balls into the area has been our fucking right back. Gallagher's the one who's put in like multiple like real dangerous balls into the area when he finds space. Nobody else.
But
can
it's
do
just
that,
to mix it up that way, though.
But then that's only one way of playing. We're only talking about playing out wide, and that's what I'm talking about. We're not creating anything down the middle. We don't have that right now. Look, I get it, Ricky, for everything that we ask of him and how dope he is. He's still not a cam. He's really not a cam, right? And he's shown that. And we don't have any
I don't think so.
creativity in the attacking third. I don't think he really has. Again,
because
to each their own, right? To each their own. But again, if you're asking me, right now, I don't go after a forward. I don't. We need more creativity and more. I don't know, either a winger, another winger, because Costa is hit or miss.
Yeah, I'm not
right. He might go down again.
Danny's all in now.
Right. I get it. I know he is, and I know he is. And
Man of the match, baby.
Costa, I mean, he actually had what? He actually played 8-9 minutes. He
I watched
had
the game today.
flashes,
We'll
so I get
into
it.
today.
Yeah, but the point is, I need more to come off the bench. If you're not, whether you're gonna put Boyd coming off the bench or something like that. Point is, I need more either in center mid or in the wings for the attack, because I feel like we're too stagnant. We're not creating enough. That's
So
our biggest problem. We have
but
a
our
possession,
problem-
but we're not creating offense,
But
deadly
our problem-
opportunities.
Our problem is that we take those space away from Pooch, right? Because everything is on the middle, or we're trying to do everything on the middle, right? Like it's Boyd, it's Pooch, Delgado, and Brugman, right? Like Costa coming in and if he can stay a little wider, gives us the option because now there's space there, right? Bring in somebody else, and even if it's not Costa, right? You already have Boyd. Okay, cool.
No, we lost.
You didn't like what I
Angel.
was saying. Here, let me see.
No, but even then, I still don't. We're also going based off of the coach that we have and the thought process and everything. Boyd has been playing too good. Yeah, Boyd has been playing too good where I don't think that he's being benched, rightfully so. Douglas Costa could take a shit that doesn't smell good and Vanny's going to start him for the rest of the season. You get me? Like, he doesn't have to do much for Vanny to back up Costa.
But at this point, I think you need to look and YouTube will fix cameras. So there's cameras fixed. See,
Yeah, sorry, it's because my shit's fucking up, so my shit's trying to restart, so it might happen again. We just
All right, shut up. All right, we'll keep going. Shut up.
But see, like I think he has to bank on Costa now, right? If we don't-
Exactly.
if we don't
So
have Cheech,
that's my
like-
thing. That's my thing about us not bringing in another winger, though. Especially not for a DP.
But see, like I don't care. I don't care who this is, Vanny or non-Vanny, right? Like you're not banking on Costa past this year. You're not. No matter what he
100%.
does, you're not banking on him, right? Like no matter.
Yeah,
what
but
he
we
does-
also have a free DP for the end of the year until the end of the year that we don't have to bank on.
Okay, cool. But what I'm right, like so Cheech gone gives us up to a DP of 7 point whatever million his salary is at, right?
Yeah.
I can find somebody for half a year for that kind of price. right? Even if it's for half a year. And again, if we have a chance to bring somebody like Puch who the caliber is higher than that, we bring him for that price this year, and then contract afterwards, right? But like for that price, for that's a lot of play money.
Yeah, I think the solution for the correct replacement would be a striker, but a striker who can create for themselves. Doesn't have to rely on service. If that's what we're gonna go after.
What names do you think of when you say that?
Honestly, right now I would go after Joseph Martinez
I'm not against that at all.
because he's in the league already. I think Miami's looking to open up some more DP spots. You bank
That's
on
right.
you bank on Joseph for 6 months
Where can we go outside the league? I'm curious.
because of the rules.
But
rules
does
already.
I thought that only applies.
Nah, you could
So
get a
no matter what,
DP. You have to
regardless
get
of
a
the fact.
Fixture
DP
ended.
within the league. I believe that's the correct call.
Yeah.
Well,
You can
so this
sign
is
the.
what I was
I mean,
asking
you
'cause
can
I'm not
sign a free agent, but I mean, how many good free agents are out there right now?
Alexis Sanchez.
I'm not opposed to Alexis.
You're talking about a player that can create
I'm not opposed to
off
Alexis.
his own and just create off of nothing just to end off the season. The
I
last
don't think
6
it's
months.
skill. I don't think it's skill at all. I'm not completely skilled at all. But you're Gunner, so you definitely seen how this.
No, it's not even Gunner. It's just his past
he's
season, League
no,
One.
he's been beasting, bro. What the fuck?
Is he a natural striker or winger?
I'm not
He's a
saying
winger.
again. It's not skill based, but wherever he's at when he's on, he could play. But when he's disinterested, he's not there. And you've seen that, like you've seen it in Barcelona, you've seen it in Arsenal, and I am following him in France.
He
But I'm
fits right in
saying
here then.
that's
Oh,
a
no,
problem, right?
man.
Like I don't think he
agree
wants
with
something like that. Listen, it's his character and this is not a team that's super
He
motivated.
has similar type of character as Joseph Martinez, and you guys are vouching
No,
for
I don't
Joseph
think so.
Martinez.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Joseph Martinez always plays, even when Atlanta's been bad. He never checks off.
I mean, that's why they wanted
I
him
mean,
out of the.
that sounds
out of
like
the
Alexis
squad.
Sanchez for you,
No,
bro.
No,
it's
they,
not, but
no,
that's not it.
they wanted
That's not
Joseph
it.
Martinez out of the squad in Atlanta because he was the first one talking shit to the club and to the players that they weren't
He never
doing good
checked off.
enough.
Yeah, like it could be a problem too, right? I'm not saying that can't be a problem, but like,
Yeah, but I mean, at
but
this
Sanchez
point,
checks off.
my
He's old.
point is that you're banking on if you do go get Joseph, it's till the end of the season.
That's a good
And
experiment.
that's a direct replacement to the striker need that you need. I mean, to
think
me, that
for
makes
Joseph, I like
sense.
it.
I know he could create his own shot. I don't know if he still has the pace or not. I haven't seen enough Miami games this year for me to be
Listen,
like, yeah.
But
listen,
he can play
you
with Pooch too, right?
yeah, but listen, you bring them in, and then you have that conversation with them. We made you to be for these 6 months. Let us bring in 2 more DPs. We'll sell you on a TAM, and then I think that's where Kuntz and Vanny need to show how good of a negotiator they are. You tell them, hey, you live this lifestyle in LA. You have LA. You have this club. We're bringing in 2 more players. We have a young DP. Let's go out there and win some championships. You're getting older. You're getting pace. Where else are you going to get this money? Like, sell them to that. If we get Joseph Martinez on a 6-month DP contract, it has to be with the intent of after that DP contract to buy him down and bring him to a TAM player to open up those 2 DP spots.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't see any motivation for any player to do that for the Galaxy. Like and I'm not even hating. I'm just like I don't see the motivation for any player to do that, right? Like look how much money we throw at dumb players.
Yeah.
Right, like, and I get it. Like, we're gonna have to figure that out, like, or whoever is coming in to take the reins has to figure that out because, like, we're a joke when it comes to that type of shit. So, like, I don't see how, again, anybody motivated to take a break, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I still think we should go either somewhere in the mid, whether it's wing or center mid cam type of role.
I'm gonna disagree with you, but it's not
That's
the
fine.
time to do it.
You can
Let's
disagree.
move on, boys. Open Cup. Take a fat ass L in the RSL. Like
Hell yeah.
always. 3-2 game. Quick thoughts on that before we move on to St. Louis.
Fuck Costa, and I'm glad they did something at the end because I was really disappointed because there was nothing, and the fact that they they made something out of it for whatever it's worth. Like it was better than what they had done before. So shout out. That's all I have.
Quick words. Vanny finally made a competent change in 3 players, and it didn't feel so mechanical. You saw it kind of pan out for him in the end, with one being a banger from Costa. But we didn't deserve that game at all.
Angel?
We got robbed.
We're starting to find some fight. Right, we've seen it. I know we lost that one, but in the past we've talked about there's been no fight. There's been nothing out of this team. We just saw it again. Saint, I know you got to see the game too, Masa.
Mhm.
I saw that too with St. Louis. Believe me, they probably a few times St. Louis probably should put the game away, but still found a way to get back in the game. Right? We haven't seen that in the past,
Yeah.
at least as of
Not
late.
this
And
season.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Well, correct. Talking about this season here, and I'm not trying to jump on that Rudy, juice and all that sugar and azúcar that they put in this Kool-Aid, but if there's one thing at least we've seen in the last few weeks is hey, at least they're finding ways to fight back. They're not getting the results yet. We didn't win, but we have gotten other results elsewhere, right? So it's good, right? In that sense, like we're starting to see some fight. So I don't know if it has something to do with Klein leaving. Who knows, right? Because I see more fight since his departure. Like these guys are actually now getting a little bit more. I still think it's stagnant in the attack, but I'm not knocking them for their intent at least.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on, boys. St. Louis away. They're one of the top teams in the league right now. We play at in St. Louis. Starting lineup: Jonathan Bond, left back Alde, Jalen Neal, Cáceres in the middle, Calagueri, Delgado, Brugman, Puig. And for the first time this season, we play with two actual wingers in Douglas Costa, Tyler Boyd, and up top, Dejan Jovic. Thoughts on the lineup? I know we were busy that day. I mean, honestly, I didn't watch the game till today before the pod, but thoughts on lineup when you saw it?
I
What's
just
going
thought
on?
about the lineup right now because I mean, sure, I watched the game over, but I didn't even think about the lineup. Just
Initial
right
thoughts.
now, yeah, dope. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I
Really?
more than Texas, I thought it was fucking like what else gonna do? Like what I mean? Like
Yeah,
right? Like I have to bank on him at this
with
point.
the
He's
best
healthy now.
possible players out there. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
But dope. Yeah, dope, right? Because you could have meant something. So dope that it was that.
Enjoy any thoughts in first half?
I don't think we created enough. I think St. Louis did, but we found ways to still hold our own defensively, right? And that's been really bad for us as of late, right? Well, maybe not. Yeah, no, that's true. We have conceded quite a bit. And in general, this season, we've conceded a lot of goals, home
Yeah.
and away, right? And sometimes it's really stupid mistakes. I will give these guys credit in that first half. Realistically, a lot of these maybe St. Louis should have put them away. I mean, I think of one vividly right now where Douglas Costa busted some sloppy, lazy, half-ass defending, and his mark just went right
Yeah.
past him behind. That should have been a goal, right?
Yeah,
And
he
then the
hit that
first
shit
half,
super wide.
yeah, that should have been a goal, right? I mean, but that's Douglas Costa. I can't be mad because I already know that's the type of defending he's going to give me on any cross coming in. St. Louis had opportunities; they should put them away, but they didn't. We found our way to stay focused, keep our composure despite shaky moments. Bend don't break. Type mentality. I haven't said this as of late about our squad. Defensively, so that's good. I mean, you guys know me. I've harped so much on this defense that we bent so easy. We're mentally weak. We
Mhm.
found ways to stay in the game. All right, and oftentimes it was not really on us. It was more so St. Louis not putting them away. But we can only control what we can, right? And the things that we did, Bond stood on his feet in certain areas. So that's how I saw that first half. I don't think we created enough in the attack. I don't even think we dominated as much. Moscow was possession that first half, maybe like 60-40 St. Louis, probably, maybe a little bit tighter than that,
I don't
45,
I
55
don't
maybe.
recall
But
exactly, but I feel yes, we didn't create enough, but I felt like the intent to go forward was better than in previous games. It wasn't so much hold the ball and wait for them to make mistakes. It was more kind of like us trying to create something, and maybe it was because we had two wide players, like actually being wide, like there was space. Like there was times when we would get through their fucking midfield and then turn, and we had quick breaks. Um,
then
to
it
me,
stalls out.
yeah,
And that's my point. It stalls out. Our breaks were a lot better for sure. I think we've been more slow paced in our breakouts in the past. It was better in that first half for sure. I'm with you 100%. But then
yeah,
it's when we get to that final third is we kind of die out. We don't have it.
yeah,
That's kind of to my point I was referring to earlier. Is I don't think we have anyone who's creative or can do some intricate shit just right outside the box to create a quick opportunity for himself or for any of the white players or in this case Dayon. Right, and that's been my issue. And that's what I saw a lot in this first half.
yeah. And that was pretty much first half. First half is just like that. Second half starts a little bit more the same. I felt like I felt like in the first half, Douglas Costa had a solid showing, but the longer the game went on,
He died out a little bit, huh?
nah, I felt like the opposite. I
Really?
felt
Like that. No shit.
like to me,
I don't know, man. I think in the first half
he was a
was
player of
first
the
half of
game.
the second half he was dying out. Like I didn't see him that
Nah,
involved.
to me, it,
I'm interested. Like, what was it though? Like, because I didn't watch the game.
I
What
don't.
was it that you thought like did he ramp up on in the second half?
For me, it was just I feel like in the first half they kind of marked them a little tighter, but I think they kept cracking him. You know, he had two. Although he always had two on him, and he would try to play out or go forward, and they would always hold him back, or they'll pull his jersey, or they'll pull him down. And he had a 1v1 where he takes a player on in the box and he puts a good cross in, and Jovic skies it. And after that, he tried 1v1s a little more. He tried putting more balls into the box. I don't know. To me, he kind of stepped up in this game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not saying much because not too much came out of it. But I felt like as the game went on, he got better.
Was he checked in the whole time? Or
He
was
was checked.
they
He was
waiting
Yeah,
checked in the
that he
whole
was.
time.
That
He
he
was
was.
checked in,
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I
and
don't
we know he
agree.
was checked in because
Yeah.
even though in that
Okay.
play in the first half that Angel talks about Douglas Costa half-ass defending, he looks over his shoulder and he drops when he realized that Calagueri isn't there. He drops
Okay.
just to
That's
hold
right.
that four-man back line. I mean, the ball goes over him, he fucking half-ass defends it, but at least he's aware of the situation that he knows, okay, my fucking right back is in there. Let me drop. But to me, it's probably one of the better showings from Douglas Costa. And there was a couple where he takes players on, takes shots. You know, he's trying to take players on. He's trying to connect. Like he'll shift into the middle. But to me, he looked more dangerous when he was out wide. When he was put in 1v1 situations, it wasn't like he kept fucking up passes. It was more like he was connecting with Ricky. He was trying to connect with
Yeah.
whoever was
Okay.
on them, whoever was overlapping. He was trying to make shit happen. And it was just crazy to see. Like, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker could play when he wants. Like, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the Lucosa. Yeah.
Uh,
100%. That's fuck the Lucosa. Yeah. Sorry. Cool. I got to watch the game because I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing that because that's been the thing, right? Like, what does it engage Lucosa with Boots look like, right? Like, where does that take the team? So I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see what the fuck you guys talking about. I'll go back.
Yeah.
I just don't think he was as alert in the first half of that second half. In the first portion, I thought it was a little bit more. Maybe I'm not gonna say dead, but not as intense from Costa, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
he definitely picks it up, especially after their goal.
Yeah.
You see a lot more like, hey, you know what? Fuck that. Give me the ball. I need this. Let's go type of mentality, from which is what I want. Right. And you guys hear me, urgency, understand game situation. Hey, you're losing. One thing that our team has done a lot this season, doesn't matter if they're down 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, there's no urgency. You know, they're still playing like they're fucking winning 5-0. Like, no, where's the fucking intent? Like, go risk. What, it doesn't fucking matter if you're losing 2-0 or 10-0, but go attack. Like, let's create something. Where's urgency? That we haven't seen that before. At least not the season, right? It's been a while that I've seen that from Galaxy. I did see that from Costa today. Well, not today, in that second half.
Yeah.
Question.
After we got scored on. So that to me, that was a positive.
Yeah.
Question: do you guys think now that Chicharo's not in, he feels like he needs to be a step above or kind of be that motivating factor?
I'm gonna say some fucked up shit that I saw on Twitter, but I just think he don't want to go to jail.
So you trying to go back to Brazil?
Yeah, he ain't trying to go back to Brazil, so I feel like he's trying to step up and play his game. But I can't even knock, bro. Like that shit was impressive to me
Yeah.
because I seen him
Yeah, even the goal. The goal is his doing.
Yeah, I seen him outrun some younger players, and there was some plays where it looked like he wasn't gonna get there, and he'll put his foot in, he'll poke it. There was
Well,
this play
yeah.
where he plays Jove through in the second half. He cuts,
Oh yeah.
starts wide, he cuts in down the middle, takes like three players just with one touch and pace, and Jove makes a run out, and he puts the ball perfectly. I mean, Jove got bodied off. It's Tim Parker.
That's the one
whatever.
that led up to the goal. Their goal.
Can we
That
talk
they
about
never
that,
really
though?
showed. Yeah, so they never really showed the replay, unless they did. I don't really remember it, but to me that should look like contact, bro. But I can't say because they didn't show the replay enough to see if there was contact or not. Everyone said, "Oh, it was his body," but I don't know, man. From the
He
position where the
he gets
defender
the
comes.
ball first, and then he pokes the ball out. Tim Parker pokes the ball out first,
Okay,
and then there's like upper body contact with
which is
Joe.
fine. Then there's no foul. But again,
Yeah, it's
I
no
didn't see it
foul.
again.
No
So
foul. But anyways, to me, Douglas
good ball
Costa
though.
was
Really good ball.
deservingly player of the game, and I know the game's not over. So let's talk about that goal St. Louis scores on this. Enjoy. Initial thoughts on Sunday. I remember you talking about
Oh yeah,
Jalen Neal getting beat.
He got beat, bro.
He got
In his
beat.
Well,
position.
bad
Yeah.
touch, right? It was a bad
Okay.
touch that fucking fucked him up, right? Like,
Nah,
like,
yeah.
no,
It was a
no,
wonder
no, no. That
goal.
was
It
a
was
different one.
I feel like it's a
Look,
wonder goal.
it was a wonder goal, and the fact that the defender got a flick on it. But Jalen Neal's just watching the player literally run in front of him. Like, beat him in this position. You see you know where the whip and the ball is coming from. You see where it's gonna land. There's never an intention made to try and beat the attacker for that position. Never, never. So
That's dope.
you're giving the defender the chance to do, I mean the attacker the chance to do just get a touch on it. And how many times have we talked about this in this pod? If you're a forward, just get a touch on it. Just get a simple flick, like just anything, like on our favor, right? We talk about this so many times. Vice versa, put down the other side as a defender. You should know this. Hey, don't let him get a touch. Don't get him a flick. Make him uncomfortable. He didn't. Fucking just put his foot out.
Yeah.
He got lucky. It was a really bad. Listen, the bounce is right before the attacker. He just happens to pick out his leg, get a flick on it, and just probably doesn't ever do that again. Right?
Like,
Never scores on Bond again like that. But my beef is, how do you let him get you beat in that position? You see where the ball's gonna come in, where it's getting whipped from. You see where your attacker's coming from. One thing that Jalen Neal has been doing so good this season is he's been very smart, right? Positioning and beating players in position. My beef with him was being physical. Is he gonna be as physical? And it's like he got beat physically in that play. He just didn't, in my opinion, didn't position himself
Yeah.
properly in the right spot.
When you say that, and I saw that goal today, like the whole play, I saw the whole play. Yes, he gets beat into position. But it's a little harsh though, because he's where he's supposed to be when he gets beat, right? So he recovers correctly. He's behind the defender to make sure that he doesn't fucking control the ball and take a turn, dog. That goal is world class. That's some Zlatan-esque shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Like, it's kind of harsh to be like, yeah, he fucked up in the initial because he got beat into position, but he recovers well. He puts a body on the striker and he doesn't foul. He's just covering. Bro, that touch is stupid.
I know, man. I think that's too soft in the mark.
Okay,
I
it
think
might
it's
be,
soft,
but he
even
gets
at
beat
that,
in
even at
position.
that, but even at that, right? Like, how many times have we talked about Neil fucking up?
Not much. Listen, I'm not mad at him. I'm
Like,
not.
if you made him,
It happens to the best defenders in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, it happens to the best defenders. It happens to the best defenders.
Like, and just look at the progress he's doing, because, like, again, you mentioned it. Like, there were so many doubts that we had on him, right? The physicality,
Yeah.
how he could have the pressure.
I had
yada,
one
yada,
doubt.
yada.
Physicality, and he's been solid. He's been really
Listen,
fucking smart. Yeah.
whether it was that or not, there was question marks around it because we hadn't seen it, right? With Neil, like, everything about it was a question mark because we hadn't really seen him, like, take that role as starting center back, right? Consistently.
Yeah.
And he stepped up every single. Again, I've been talking in this
100%.
pod how he's the limelight of the team right now, right?
100%.
So I'm glad he's human, and I hope he, like, if he recognizes his mistake, I hope he learns from that shit, because that man is young. Listen, shout out to him. He got his call up to the national team for the
Fuck
World Cup,
yeah.
right? We're talking about like oh, it's
Determination.
missing opportunity. Missing opportunity for with US20, like, perhaps, but now at least he got called up for the main team on
The main squad. Yeah.
Yep. So again, deservedly so. Shout out to him. If
He
had
had
a
some other
stinker-
shaky moments though.
Yeah,
He had some
I
other
know,
shaky moments in
that's
the
what I'm saying,
game.
like, if you had a stinker game,
Yeah.
like, step up.
I
Right?
don't,
But, like,
I
I'm
don't
not
say
really mad at it
stinker.
because, like,
Just had a few bad moments.
Yeah, it was
I
probably
did hear
like two, 3.
Yeah.
and that's a
and-
stinker. That's a stinker to what he's actually put the bar up
Yeah.
for himself, right? Like, because he hasn't shown.
Yeah.
that. So shout out to him again.
Yeah.
So we go
what
down
Marcel
a
saying,
goal.
though, yeah, banger.
Yeah, a banger, bro. Like, that
Yeah,
shit's
I
world
mean, I
class.
ain't mad at it.
We go down a goal, and I'm like, fuck, here we go, bro. We're about
Yeah,
to
I'm
put our
gonna
head
let it
down.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was opposite.
Well, literally like a minute or two after they get that opportunity on Jalen Neal,
Yeah,
they were
but
just
it
talking
was-
about.
It
I know,
wasn't-
man. The heck I said this on skates, bro. The heck I said this on
I
skates,
mean,
bro. All
hey,
right, he was on some
hey,
Bambi shit doing
hey,
this. All right, listen, the
Bond.
attacker. We're talking about
Hey,
a world
look.
class. No, we're talking about a world class striker. He puts that on one of the angles. He doesn't shoot that right at Bond.
But no, but Bond does so well there, because yes, he puts fucking Cáceres on skates, but Bond tracks it the whole time, and he's stepping up the whole time. So by the time that he's there, listen, even if he puts it any
Slight
angle
angle.
he wants, I think there's opportunity for Bond to
There's
kind
a
of,
chance for Bond.
you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I agree.
Because he's done
100%.
really well there.
I know exactly what
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I again, God said it was a skate, but big shout out to Bond. 'Cause I thought like it's a save, but like also like the reason why you got the save was really good goalkeeping in my opinion. So
And
shout out
also
to him.
Jalen Neal for tracking back on that because he
Mhm.
Yeah.
didn't give the
Yep.
I think
He didn't give
the
the outlet pass.
the outlet pass, yeah,
Yeah.
to the opposite. Yeah, exactly. So shout out for tracking back on that too. So
Yeah.
listen, no goal comes out of it. We talk about it.
Mhm.
Other
Oh, way
games
too.
that get other games that goes in the net, and we're talking about something else, and that wasn't the case. But Masa, you were saying about the goal?
Uh, so the goal for after that mistake, and it's a mistake. It's an individual mistake. We lucky that we don't go down two. But I feel like they're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're close. They're getting there. They feel like
Well, subs come at this point, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Jovelich comes
Interesting.
out for Preston Judd,
Mm-hmm.
and Aguirre comes in for Tyler Boyd. I think was it Tyler
Mhm.
Boyd? I don't remember.
I'll tell you now.
I don't recall. I didn't
Look the
pull
shit
it
up.
So
up.
it's
Bullshit.
so so it's Joveljic, Caligari, and Tyler Porter come out for Judd, Mavinga, and Aguirre. So yeah,
Hmm, interesting.
or Leardom, or
Leardom
yeah,
comes in for
Leardom, sorry,
Caligari.
yeah,
Yeah.
Leardom, sorry, and
Did see
then
Mavinga
Mavinga
comes
is
in
for
for
Neil.
Neil.
Yeah,
Yep. And then so who does Aguirre come in for? Boyd,
yeah.
right?
Boyd, yeah, Boyd, yeah,
Boyd.
yeah. That's the only one that makes sense. Yep.
And so we start pressing. We start pressing. We're starting to look. Costa's still looking dangerous, and it's 70th, 5th minute. He doesn't look tired. He doesn't look gas. He looks. He looks fine. He looks good. He looks like he wants to keep going. He wants to keep attacking. Um, and we start pressing a little higher. And St. Louis gets the ball back, and I think the left back or no, the right back
Mm-hmm.
takes a heavy touch, and Costa presses right away, pokes the ball out to
With
Preston Judd.
intention.
Yeah, with intention,
With
Preston Judd.
intention, yes.
He takes a touch, looks up, and he looks like he was gonna cut in, and he's like, "Nah, fuck that." Costa makes the run, puts it out. Costa, quick look up, sees Aguirre making a nice little run to the back
Yeah, the
post.
quick scan. That's right.
Quick scan, and he fucking on his left foot just puts the perfect ball in place, and Aguirre taps it in. Was a not so nice finish, not so nice finish.
But
Not
it
the
went in,
same.
baby. That's all that matters. They all count the same.
Yo,
Same.
but if you haven't watched the Galaxy the whole year, right, and the one thing you look at is that goal, that looks like a good team. Right? Because the pressure, like the pressure to recover the ball from Costa was again, and I blurred that out when you were saying it, but like the intention was super dope to me because it was like getting there, right, like the urgency there, but also like going for the ball, not just being there, but going for the ball, getting that poke there. Judd like a big hit because again like that thought of turning kind of makes the defender
And
bite,
going, yeah.
gives it out, dog. Fucking Aguirre's and you see it from the angle, from the replay angle, like how Aguirre kind of loops that run around
Yeah,
defenders
around.
and Costa's vision to see that to put in, to match him with the same kind of curve on the outside. Yo, that's a good goal. Like again, the finish not beautiful, but that's a really good goal. Like everything
Yeah.
about that goal is really good. And if you've never seen the Galaxy the whole season, and you see that, like that's a really well worked goal, right? Because it's getting the ball back. It's the intelligence of the striker not committing to a 1v2, finding the outlet pass, the additional player getting into the box, the finding of it. It's really what you want to see. Like that's if that's the brand of football we could produce, bro. I'm here for that. I don't think we could do that constantly, but like I'm saying, like that was a
No.
really good goal.
Um, and that's basically game. Um,
85th minute.
I don't recall any like dangerous chances after that anymore. I felt like we were still trying to push, but we were a little conservative. We had to draw against a top team in the league away from home. I think it's a solid point. Stupid as that sounds, because we're fucking last place in the table, but a point away from home to a top team in the league is, I
The
think,
top
is.
team in the West.
Oh,
Mhm.
there
I
are.
was hearing a stat earlier too today, and I think in the last 3 games, St. Louis has scored 12 goals at home.
Yeah,
In the
they've
last 3 games.
beaten. I think other opponents by like three or more goals, or
I'll
by
take it.
3.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I'll
so
take it. It's fucked up because we're in the spot that we're in, but
Nah, that's a good.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Not
Yep,
necessarily handling shit at
100%.
home.
Final thoughts on this game for me. Douglas Costa, player of the game. team of the week, deservingly so. And it's crazy how when he tries or when he wants, he can fucking play. And
That guy.
fuck
I
that guy.
agree 100% with everything you're saying, but I'm also gonna give Aguirre a shout out, man, because from the very beginning of this season, and we talked about him a little bit, I think last season, to like there's some sites there that we've seen he's looking good. We like certain things about him. This season, very first game, we're like, yo, he's on the Arnold Schwarzenegger plan right there. He's doing that P90X 2 times a day, you know, because he is fucking swole right now. I mean, compared to what he was last year to now,
Last
like
year.
he's looking built. He's looking like a real professional footballer, right? And the other hand, you know, we have Chikinui coming for 1 minute. It's like, fuck, man. But yo, shout out Aguirre for everything that he's doing, for the work he's putting in, the hustle, everything about it.
Just being
I
consistent.
think this, consistent game. I'm gonna call it. I don't say game winner, but definitely a game boosting a tie for the squad right there, and for a kid to come out and do it. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Aguirre for sure.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm gonna have to step away, but I'm gonna give my prediction. We lose to SKC 3-1.
Hell yeah.
Show, baby.
Chat. I'll see you guys. My bad, boys. Gotta step away.
Dale,
Sound
dale,
Good.
dale.
Hey, take
Peace.
care. Let me shoot the shit for a second. I'm gonna fix the screen and then.
Can you do you think that was Costa's best game for the Galaxy?
No, maybe the season, yeah, for sure, but not his best game for the Galaxy.
Nah,
'cause
that's right. I
listen,
forgot he had a good run last year, huh?
yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to get to towards the tail end of last season. He put in a good shift, you know, to finish out the season. I remember we talked about it at the end of last year. Yo, if he can replicate what he did the last 10, 11 games of last season, this year from the get go, we're set. Like, I'm not saying we're set, but we don't need to go out there and find another winger, right? Find somebody to be on his counter for sure on his opposite side, right? To be either starter, maybe another DP, or maybe a TAM. We talked about this. If he can continue this form, then I'm happy with it. But that's a problem, right? We're talking about Douglas Costa
Can't
here.
bank on that
It
shit,
is, yeah, we can't. Now again, has he gone on streaks where he's been solid for us and giving us good performances? Absolutely. Again,
I think
go back to
one
last
game he
season,
did
and
that,
he did it. Right, and I think right now might be the time, and I hope so. I think you guys talked about if he can be the one to carry the team or be this I don't know, beacon of hope, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Right now that Chicharo's gone, I don't know. I mean, he's never been the one to carry any team, whether it's the national team, whether
Nah,
it's Bayern or any team.
never.
He's never been the guy.
But
So
he's
I still
always
don't think he's
been-
it right now. But
nah, he's not. But like, he's been important pieces at
yeah, of
subs.
course. I'm not
And if
saying
he
he's
could
not.
be-
He
and
can't
if-
be important.
And if he could
Yeah.
be that for us, we're gonna be all right because I think we look the best. Maybe not this season, or maybe this season, because I feel like we had the right pieces, the right players in place. We had Boyd on one end, and it wasn't Boyd's best game, but the fact that when Boyd wasn't playing as well or wasn't seeing the ball enough, when Costa had it, he still demands so much attention, bro. It's crazy how St. Louis like double teamed them the whole game.
Yeah.
And that opened up so much space in the midfield. Like Ricky had room, Brugman had room, Tyler Boyd had room,
And that's the other part of the counter. You can't say, "Oh, well," because now I can't give Tyler Boyd any. We can man mark him with one player. He's shown that he doesn't need a lot of space. He
Yeah.
can score bangers. He can take players one on one. So now, if we can get the consistency from Costa, now we're talking about two dangerous players out on the
wings.
extremes, right? So again, like you said, that also opens up your midfield. Now that gives Ricky more freedom because now he doesn't have one. Well, I'm sorry, one. He only has one player on him. He's not going to attract 2-3 players because you don't want to do that
Yeah.
because now you're leaving here two white players in Boyd and Costa in one-on-one situations. They thrive in those one-on-one situations. You've seen both of them already take players apart in those one-on-one situations.
I
Uh,
can't even follow this conversation because of Costa, bro. Yeah,
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 can't even follow this
exactly.
conversation
I know.
because of Costa.
Exactly.
We're just
'Cause you're right.
talking about this game specifically and how
Yeah.
with two wingers, the team looks better. And because we're not playing so compact. And I think that was also another solid showing by Calagueri. And I think Ale had a better game than what we were seeing the last couple games. So
He still got to step a little bit more. But
100%,
listen,
100%.
none of the goals were on him, so fuck it.
Not everybody could be the god Caligarita. Not everybody could be him. You know,
Yeah,
we had
that
a
is
gem
true.
with that motherfucker.
But yeah, Douglas Costa player of the game, this game for sure. And we play SKC at home on Wednesday on the 21st in the middle of international break. No Leardom,
Yes,
no Saba Maleta,
sir.
no Dejan Jovalic. And who else is we missing?
Neil, no? Oh,
Oh,
maybe Neil. Maybe Neil.
Jalen
Depends on
Jalen
what.
Jalen Neal, he'll be gone.
But will he be gone? You think so?
I think he's gone. Yeah.
you think
You
so?
won't even play? You
Well,
won't
because
play?
the game's the 20th or the 21st.
21st.
I thought he has to report on the 20th.
Oh, yeah. If he's reporting on 20th, then yeah. I hope he gets a little pass. Like, let me
I could
report
be
on,
wrong.
on the 22nd.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because yeah,
Oh, what
hopefully
is the
we'll see.
Gold Cup
Because the camp
Yeah.
is it?
or
Where's the
the
camp at?
Nations League?
Oh,
I
Nation.
think it might. The camp is
Oh, go.
here. The camp is here
I thought it was
currently,
Gold Cup.
but they're
Oh, but
playing
you gotta
in.
call it
Oh
Gold
yeah,
Cup,
no,
so
they're
he's
doing
not
nations.
gone,
No,
right?
They're doing
I
Nations
don't
League,
think
right?
they're doing Nations League. Sorry, yeah, you're right. They're doing
So
Nations League.
Jalen might not leave for this.
No, yeah. I don't think he leaves for this. Yeah, you're right. Because he's
But
in
we're
the Gold Cup.
missing. Well, fuck it. We're missing Dejan Jovalic, which is our right now at the moment our starting striker. So we're gonna have to go up top with Preston Judd, which I mean I don't mind. I feel like he showed me enough to where
He's serviceable.
he's
Where you're not
serviceable.
shaking and you're like in the past. We're
Yeah.
not talking about like
He's
McBean or
he's starting to
Yeah,
he's starting to fit into a mold where Jovic had been at, right? Whereas like if he
yeah.
keeps coming off the bench, I'm not too upset. I wouldn't mind seeing him get a run to see what he can do in 4 minutes, right? Like
I've
and
seen
I
him
think
drop
he
a
has
little
a
more
little
lately
more
too, though.
pace than Jove.
I don't know if it's more pace. He's more bulky, right?
And
So
aggressive
he's
too.
a tank. He's aggressive, so he makes defenders more uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And that's how I see it. I don't know if he's more pacey. I mean, I haven't seen. I can't recall both of them out on the field at the same time. I'm sure we have seen it, but I can't think of both of them sprinting at the same time, and so I can't tell you if Dayon is quicker or not. But I still think Dayon has more agile. I just think that the fucking Preston Judd's a fucking tank, bro, and
Well,
he's very uncomfortable for defenders.
he's direct too. I think that's what I think that's the misconception is that like Dejan will take a touch and then try to finesse and then move, right? Where I think Judd like likes to get a ball and then turn around and go, right? Like he likes because if you saw like even on the goal or when he gives the pass, like his intention was
It's turn and go.
turn
Yeah.
and go, right? Like so I think that's what why it seems that way. But again, let's see what he can do.
and
Calls on him.
SKC kind of turning their season around
Yeah.
at this moment. Alan Pulido on fire. He's back from that injury that took him out a year and a half, and he's scoring goals, starting to win games, and
Carrying the
we
playoffs.
get our first home game back with everyone back in the stands. Should be interesting. Interesting. I hope a stadium's packed, and hopefully we can get the boys some energy. I'm sure they miss it. How are we feeling about this game, boys?
I think it's important. I'm not confident,
It's
but I
definitely
think it's
important.
important. Like
Definitely important game.
KC right now is holding the last playoff spot, right? And they're what fucking 7 points away. Like it's important. We gotta get this done, right? Like we gotta chip at that shit away. If we're gonna make anything out of the season, again, man, I'm not feeding anybody any kind of hope right now about doing it. Right? That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm saying like if there is any chance, like these are the games right now, right? Against the teams that are in the gutter with us too. KC looks like it's climbing up, but you want to fucking grab onto the motherfucker, take him with you. Shit, you know?
Yeah. Hey, come on back, motherfucker. Yeah.
So I think it's important, man. And again, like I think the guys have to feel good about St. Louis.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Lineup.
You want to go first, Rudy? Have a crack at it.
I don't think you change a goddamn thing except for the players that are leaving, right? Like you have Preston in there. Who else? We're not missing anybody else in the starting lineup, right? Are we?
I think
Nah.
that's it.
Yeah, like so.
Just-
The only question mark is Jalen Neal, but I don't know. I could be wrong when he leaves or he doesn't.
Yeah, but so running back, right? Like and again, if that's a sub that you need to make for Neil, then you make that. But running back, I mean, the 11 players that started that game are gonna if they're all gonna be here except for Jovic, then they're rested because they're not playing this weekend.
Yep, that's one thing I was gonna say. It's the extra week and a half of rest for the players. That's phenomenal.
I don't know if you guys have any changes to that lineup, but like you know, what I mean, that
No.
makes sense to me.
I'm running it back with Preston Judd up top.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone gets a call up. Who's our striker in G2 right now?
I haven't followed him at all, bro. So I can't.
There,
tell
no,
you.
we have a dope ass striker, but I don't know if he's American. So we could just call him up. He's one of the top goal scorers in MLS next,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
I forget
Yeah.
his name.
Again.
I forget his name,
You
but
know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. This year, I really haven't paid attention to Baby G's.
that's
I know.
crazy because they're on
Yeah.
Apple TV.
I
Are
know.
they?
I just really haven't. Yeah, it's all Apple
all
TV.
MLS,
MLS Next games are Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Damn.
Yep, and they're
I'm
usually
fucking
playing a
foul.
different. They're usually playing at different times together. They usually play on Sundays.
I'm
Yeah.
foul. I didn't even know that shit though. I could be watching them. I didn't even know that. All right.
Predictions, boys. What we thinking? Say it, baby. Sprinkle that Kool-Aid, son.
I can't say fuck George. He's not here. That's fucked up. But fuck George. I say Galaxy 3-1. Fuck that. Yeah,
Well,
there
who's
you
scoring
go.
for you,
Fuck Daniel Sturridge on goal and David Bingham on goals. There you go.
Seriously though, who's going for you though? It can't be Cheech.
You know what? I'm gonna say Costa gets a goal, bro. Ricky gets one too. Cause listen, Costa already scored a banger. He whipped one, and he's had a couple other looks too. I think I don't know if it's one or two other similar looks where he's trying to whip these balls, and he seems to be getting back into his little rhythm there. He's trying to find his little sweet spot. So I'm gonna put him for one. I'm gonna put him for one. Listen, Ricky he's been getting close, man. He's been getting close, and we're talking about at home. I'm hoping the vibe is there. I'm hoping that the energy is there, and he scores. And it's there, right? That's that vibe that we need from Ricky. And then in terms of the third goal, fuck, man, Brugman PK, bro, fuck it.
Ay, qué rico.
No.
I like that Kool-Aid. Where do you want to skip or you want to go? Say it.
Nah.
Do you want to throw that shit up? Say it.
No.
And their goal is gonna be their what's the name of that guy?
Pulido?
No, the other one that always scores on us. Yeah, that one, Shallowy. He always scores on us, so he's gonna do it again.
Damn, I don't think we can do it. I think it's 2-2 draw.
Damn, that's crazy. Because I'm with Angel on this one. With 3-1 victory, Douglas Costa hat trick. I'm dead ass serious, bro.
Man, my calls have been kind of good lately, you know. So
playing at home.
It's
SKC play this weekend? I don't even have that info with me, but I did no research, but
I didn't watch the game, so I ain't mad at you. No. Oh, they actually, yeah, they do. They play Levas.
In
LA or in SKC?
SKC.
Ooh, que rico, even better.
Damn, and LAFC's not. They kind of, after losing to Leon and having 3 weeks off by the MLS, they're kind of on a funk, bro. They just got smacked by Houston 4-0. And I think they tied at home to RSL, I think it was 0-0.
Atlanta,
that's what. Oh, Guzan had a stupid ass game, bro. That shit was wild. I saw it at home here with the boys.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt everybody, but this is some upside down shit, though. This is the fucking Stranger Things shit. I'm agreeing with fucking with Chris in the chat.
What?
I don't think I've ever agreed with this motherfucker. This whole time he's chatted, I don't think I've ever agreed. But he says y'all have too much faith in Costa, and I think he's right, dog. Y'all been hyping him. I gotta watch the game. Maybe I watch the game and I buy into this shit, but like.
I don't have faith in Costa. I never have had faith in Costa. We talked about this in the pod that it was a bad signing. I'm just saying, we're talking about he's had a run of form before. Last season, he went on a good stint. We need something right now. We have nothing else. Yeah. Throw that shit, bro. Throw that shit. I'm with you. I know what I'm saying. I understand what I'm saying. I'm self-aware. I know what I'm saying, and what I'm gonna dig myself in after this conversation. And George's not here. I fucking told you, you're fucking dumbass. You're stupid for believing that Kool-Aid. See, that's why I don't do sugar, bro, unless it's Oreos. But hey, that's a different story. But the main reason I'm saying this is because I mentioned this earlier in the pod is there's some fight. Right, and we haven't seen fight lately. It's been very disappointing. Whether we're losing 1-0 or 5-0, it's the same shit. There has been no urgency. There has been no intent from this team. That's changed recently. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Klein. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. But the fact that they're actually fighting some more, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Or maybe it's that.
Maybe it is that. Maybe they're doing for Cheech.
Or not even that. Look, I'm not even talking shit. But what was the thing we can all agree on when Cheech was playing? The fluidity died.
Yeah.
There. It could be that.
Like his knee?
It could be that. Look, and it's not me having faith in Costa. Galaxy winning 3-1 on Wednesday. I mean, if Costa scores now, we're winning 3-1. I said what I said.
I believe in you. I believe in you, but don't. I believe in you, but don't. Not right now.
Oh
What the
man,
fuck's going on here? What the?
I don't
what
know,
the-
dog.
I gotta watch this
Like,
game,
like,
though.
we
look,
don't know
It
what
must
the
have
fuck
been
we're talking about.
amazing because I don't know what the fuck's
it
going on
was,
today.
it was
I am
all
fucking
that,
bugging.
but like, though, everyone played okay away from home, and the motherfucker that stood out is the motherfucker we least expected. It was crazy to me, and he did not look tired. He played 90 minutes. He didn't look like
Yeah, he kept going.
He got
No,
cracked. He got pulled. Jersey yanked on. He just showed something that he hadn't showed since last season when they made that runner for him.
I
He looked
figured it
good. He looked good. I don't know what I don't know what
out.
it is. I don't know
I
what the
figured it
fuck
out.
he ate. I don't know.
Space Jam water, bro. He needs more of that.
Mm-mm. It's not. I don't even think it's a team, dog. I think you guys still riding that high from Sunday of hanging out and seeing everybody together. That's fogging your vision right now. Because
Puta, loco, ni ganamos, come mierda.
I know, but it was fun though. But it was
Yeah, it
genuinely
was fun,
fine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
So we win or lose, Rudy?
I
Oh,
already
you
said
oh, you said
2-2.
tie.
I
Oh,
already said
2-2.
2-2.
Okay,
Yeah, I
all
already
right,
said
all right,
2-2.
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Dulas
Any
goes
questions?
Dulas scoring one though.
There it is. All right, questions. We didn't really get so much today. I didn't see anything on Twitter. Do you guys see anything on Discord? I haven't checked. You guys mind checking? But I do have just two here from Instagram.
What you doing?
Logan Jones. Logan Jones 01. Do you guys think that Costa's wife and kids will celebrate Father's Day? Fuck. Oh man. He's probably gonna take the kids to see the Flash. Dang.
Oh, you bitch.
All right. MGM underscore. Yeah. Oh, that's Manny. He said GG's, but Angel got nutmeg nasty. Listen, that's false.
Oh yeah. Nah. Big shout out. Big shout out. I don't know who it was, but she was representing Liga G. Shout out to her.
No,
She was a baller too.
Galaxians.
No.
She was a Galaxians. No, she was Galaxians, bro. She was a Galaxians, bro.
Was it Galaxian?
I know who megged me, dog. I know who megged me. She was
Oh,
with
yeah,
me.
she tried to put it upper
Hey,
right. You're
but
right.
listen, but listen, it's not. It doesn't count as a meg because Rigo backed me up and he won possession, so that ball never went through. So we good, baby.
You
good.
got done. You got done. You got done.
You got done. Everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, you had to give it up. You got done.
I was like, yeah. But that goes back to the whole. Hey, that's what I get for underestimating people. You know.
Mm-hmm. Get done.
Yeah. Yeah, you get done dirty, bro. Hell yeah! But shout out to them, man. That was a lot of fun for sure. Yeah, Galaxians put out a solid squad, so that's dope.
Yep.
Shout out to Norin, dog. He's my spirit animal.
Yeah. Oh man, he was a baller too. I like him.
No, that never happened. What you talking about? The fuck? That was clean, bro. That was all ball.
All ball,
Yeah.
With the
Wait,
little,
no
like,
sangre. Yeah, bro. There was no blood. We good. There's no blood. We good.
I love Norin, dog.
There's nothing else on Instagram. Anything in Discord? We good.
No, nothing in Discord either.
All right, we golden. We good.
All right, boys, let's cut shit out. Rudy?
All right.
Yeah, Rudy, it's your shit, bro.
All right. With that being said, it's another staple.
Wow.
Damn.
You want to start over?
Repeat. With that being said, with that being said, it's an episode straight from the stands. I'm Boy Rudy, and I'm sponsored on Twitch, I'm sponsored on Twitter, I'm sponsored on the gram.
It's Angel. Don't follow me anywhere. Just go follow Eli Luke _ Stop being haters. Go follow him. He has another tournament this weekend. Hopefully we get that dub.
Let's go.
George is not here, but George is Douglas Costa today. Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace. How do I stop this?